What is up, my friend? I'm Kendra Perry, online business coach for health and wellness coaches, also the creator of Health Coach Accelerator. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful product mock-up like this one in this video. So a really great thing about having a product mock-up for your course, your program, your workshop, whatever you're doing, is that it sort of gives the prospective client a little window into what they're getting. It basically gives them a visual of what they are ultimately buying. So this really does increase your conversion rate. It will help you get more sales, but a lot of people have no idea how to make them. So you can actually very easily and very simply make them inside Canva. I've also created a Canva template based on the one that I'm using inside this tutorial that you can get for free. And if you want that and you want to follow along, you can actually get the link for that mock-up below this video. All right, so let's dive into it. But quickly, before we get started today, if you are an online coach and you want more tips, strategy, mindset hacks to grow your coaching business, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Hit the red button and the little bell next to it so that you get notified when I post new videos every single Thursday. Okay, so we are in our Canva dashboard, and the first thing I'm going to do is get the dimensions. I'm going to go create design. I'm going to type in presentation like I did here. You can use any dimensions, but I find this is the easiest one to work with. So the first thing we're going to do, if we want to make our mock-up look like this, so this is what I'm showing you how to make. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go to elements, and you're going to type desktop mock-up. There we go. And here's one right here that will work. So we're going to make that the size we want to make it, and we're going to drag it down here and make sure it's centered. That purple line in the middle will tell you when it's centered. The next thing I want to do is I want to get an iPad mockup. Again, I cannot spell. All right. Okay. So, and then you're going to choose one of these. So this one actually is good. So I'm going to put one there. And then I'm going to hit this duplicate button here, and I'm going to make a second one. I'm actually going to make it a little bit bigger. And I'm going to do like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring out the monitor in front by clicking position and pulling it forward. And I'm actually going to put this one behind the other one. There we go. So it's going to look like that. Cool. The next thing I want is I want a laptop mockup. So we're basically showing them that your program can be viewed on, it's responsive. It can be viewed on all of these devices. Okay. This looks great. So I'm going to pull that over here, and I'm going to pull it behind as well, backward. Cool. So some people just do mock-ups like this, which I think is great. You can totally do, but if you've got worksheets and stuff like that, I think you can make it look more dynamic by bringing in pages. So I'm going to go, let's see if I go blank sheet of paper. That doesn't really give me what I need. So maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into elements here. I'm going to go into shapes, and I'm going to pull this like 3D box image, and I'm going to make it the size of a piece of paper. Now, I'm going to maybe change the coloring on that to more of a gray. There we go. And this is just going to be a placeholder. So I'm going to just put it like this. And so you see I'm using this little feature here to turn it. So I'm going to do it like that. I'm maybe going to make it a little bit smaller. I think that's good. And I want to actually do 6 of these. So I'm going to duplicate this 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. And then I'm going to pull this over here, and I'm going to rotate it, kind of put it like that. And then I'm going to pull this one and maybe do it on a similar angle. And then I'm going to pull this one here, maybe put it a little bit more upright. And then I'm going to do a similar thing here. Again, maybe a little bit more upright. And I'm going to pull this one in here. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull all of these forward. And so that is going to be out in front. Same with this one. I'm going to pull this one forward a little bit, and I think I'm going to pull this one forward a bit here too. Okay, and then, I want this to be more forward too. Okay, so you've got this with the sheets in the background. I know it looks a little bit messy right now, but we're gonna clean this up. Okay, so the next thing you wanna do is you actually wanna fill these with images from your course. So I suggest, again, course, program, whatever you're doing, put the logo right here. So you can upload it into here. I go upload media, and I'm just gonna pull one of my logos. So I'm gonna use my Rock Your Sales Call workshop, for example. I'll also link to that workshop below. In the description of the video if you're interested in that. So I've got that kind of front and center here. There we go. And now I want to pull images from this. Now I recommend the laptop image is a photo of you actually teaching. It kind of, you know, especially if you're doing any direct camera, I would put an image of yourself. And so what you can do, you can see that this is like, doesn't quite fit, but I can pull this up like that and pull this down like this. And then I can pull this over, kind of line it up. There we go. And now I'm going to go to position and I'm going to pull it back. Looks great. Cool. Okay, so here, now if you have a Facebook group associated with the program, then actually take a screenshot of the Facebook group. I wonder if I've got one in here. I'm sure I do, but I'll probably end up looking for it for a while. So let's just pretend that this is a picture of my Facebook group. So again, you're going to pull it over. You can make it, you can shrink it down a little bit. We're going to put it there. And again, we want to make it flush with the edges here. Pull this up. Cool. And then we're going to, I'm going to pull that up a bit. You can see how you can just fine tune it and make it fit. Okay. And then I'm going to put the position backward. Perfect. Okay. And then here, this can be just maybe a document from your course. So what you can do if you're wondering, well, how do I get, you know, images of the worksheets inside the program? What you can do is just pull it up. So for example, if I go into my Google Drive and I find one of my worksheets, let's see here. So I'm just going to use this as an example here, but let's say this is the front of my worksheet. I can actually zoom out by clicking, here. So actually I'm going command and then the minus sign, and I'm actually zooming out with command and minus until I get it kind of in the frame. And then what I'm doing is I'm doing shift command 3. Shift command 3. Now that might be different if you have a PC, but I have a Mac. That basically just took a screenshot of it. Okay. So let's say we want to bring that up into this. For example, I'm going to go upload media and I'm going to find that screenshot, which is right here. Going to go up, going to click on it, and then I'm going to just reduce the sides of it. Isn't this cool? Okay. So I can just do this and get rid of kind of the outside pieces that I don't need. And there we go. And then I just bring it over here and I do the exact same thing. There we go. Bring that over a bit. Perfect. And then we're going to fix the position. And there we go. Now the next you're going to do is you're going to work with these sheets. Again, you can just take screenshots of different parts of your worksheets and then just crop them into there. So here we go. I've done that with this profitable niche assessment, which is a bonus in one of my courses, Niche Like a Boss. There we go. And I'm going to pull it over here. I'm going to rotate it so that it lines up. I'm going to try to make it as dead on as I can. And then I'm going to try to make it in line. Perfect. And then deal with the position. Okay, so I've got that. And so then you can basically do this for all of these things and pull it in until you end up with a mock-up that looks like, I'm going to show you a done mock-up. And then you can have one that looks like this. And that looks super professional, right? And it kind of entices you about the product, kind of makes it look interesting. And then you have your product mock-up. And then when you're done, what you want to do is you want to just hit download. And I always hit transparent background. And then that means that all the white around will be transparent. So you can put this on a blue background or a pink background or whatever. So you just hit transparent background. I'm going to just select the page and hit done. And then I just hit download and I download it to my computer. Now, So now you know how to make one, but so that you don't have to do all of that work, what I've done is I'm actually giving you this template. Okay. So when you download this, the link is going to be below this video. It's going to actually bring it right into your Canva account. So you do need a Canva account in order to access this template, but it's going to bring it right in, and then you can create your beautiful product mock-up. I hope that's helpful. I've done several other Canva tutorials. So do make sure to check out my channel if you want to see how to do other amazing things on Canva. Hope you like this video, and I'll talk to you soon. So that wasn't too hard, right? It was actually pretty easy. And so if you want the template for that mock-up that you can just quickly bring into your Canva account, you can grab the link below the video to get that for free. Don't reinvent the wheel. I'm trying to make it a little bit easier for you. And if you like this tutorial, make sure to let me know by liking it. You can leave me a comment if you've got a question. I do answer every single comment. You can subscribe to the channel, or you can share it with someone who you know it will help. So happy mock-up making, and I'll see you in the next video.